Hello everyone, it's Susie Crypto Granny here, doing another podcast. It's 3 o'clock nearly in the Netherlands on the 16th of February 2021. Now there's a lot to discuss. Thai SEC regulators are putting a deadline for digital asset managers operating licenses, and they need to apply before February the 24th. Also, they're considering a new law whether retail traders should be trading cryptocurrency, and they're making people do studies for that as well as exams, so they may stop that as well. UK exchange EXMO suffered a DOS attack. That was the second in 2 months, and it actually stopped the exchange. Hackers did a cyber attack for various wires with various infected servers and basically sent them numerous requests, which caused the exchange to go offline. And obviously, people couldn't trade on it, withdraw any money or any of that sort of thing, okay? Now, PayPal's expanding in the US and the UK with more cryptocurrencies. They've made more money than they thought they would, and essentially they're getting bigger and bigger. There's an Indian ban on cryptocurrency, and apparently a lot of investors over in India aren't very happy about that, or traders, and there's some discussion that it may go underground. There's been a lot of large traders in Bitcoin recently. We saw a full-on liquidation a couple of days ago, 1.9 billion. And Bitcoin's come back very quickly, actually. It's at 49,141.23 US. And apparently there's a fight for that 50,000. So it's come back very, very quick. What also adds to this that the Bitcoin is going to rally more is there's a lot of professional investors coming into the market and a lot of institutions that are coming into the market as well. Also, the Bitcoin miners are not selling Bitcoin, okay? So it seems to me, and when you look at the spot prices on options, it looks like Bitcoin can get to about 54,000 to 64,000. Now, I have a price, a target price, 54,215, which I actually calculate my own fair value price for short term where Bitcoin could go, okay? So anyone trying to short Bitcoin has been absolutely crucified. So the shorters have capitulated, and I think you're crazy too, because there's literally no supply of Bitcoin out there. Just have a glass of water. So JP Morgan Chase chief says we will have to go into cryptocurrency because our clients are asking for it. There's a lot of investors and asset managers that are looking to go into it. Also, even Goldman Sachs did a turnaround and said we're going to have to start looking at cryptocurrency, and they've had a few events lately, cryptocurrency events with high-profile clients like Mike Novogratz, okay? There's also a Bitcoin mining pool called Bitcoin.com. Apparently, it's getting acquired by a Chinese sports lottery company called 500.com. Now, this is the thing that Ripple brought up when they were talking to the SEC. They said there's a big danger that the Chinese miners, the main 5 of them, control Bitcoin. Okay, and the same miners also mine Ethereum. So these miners have a lot of weight behind them. They can certainly manipulate the price because they have control of 70% of the network. And if they were together working some plot, then it is possible technically that they could take over the network. And in that sense, Bitcoin you could argue is centralized in that sense, not looking at the nodes, but looking at the miners. Who are the miners that control the validation of transactions going through Bitcoin and Ethereum? It is a big problem. Now, Binance Smart Chain basically increased their new unique addresses. They tripled them in a week compared to Ethereum. Now, Binance Smart Chain, I've said this before, Binance Smart Chain is a direct competitor of Ethereum, okay? They can do exactly what Ethereum does now, offer DeFis, have a platform for DeFis, and any ICO or any existing coin or token particularly, that uses Ethereum's platform, okay? Ethereum's platform is becoming so expensive. I've heard fees of $200 US for a transaction, and Binance is just so much cheaper. The average Binance cost for a transaction for gas is 16.6 GWI, and for Ethereum it's about 180, so it's 10 times more. Now, if that's the case, Ethereum in my mind is not sustainable. Even if Ethereum gets up to 2,200, basically it's a rate of return about 35 to 45%. And I just think there are other coins out there that are going to do a lot better than Ethereum. I believe Binance will show a return of about 200% because it is a cash cow business. It's an exchange and now it's a platform, okay? And it can do exactly what Ethereum does. Now, Tezos has also added the ability to do private transactions and DeFi. So everyone seems to be getting into this DeFi story. But, you know, in terms of DeFi, there's, you know, so many DeFi protocols that are hacked. And we saw another 2 hacks last night, Cream Finance and Alpha. There was an exploited flash loan attack and they effectively lost 37.5 million. Okay, and we've seen hack after hack with DeFis. We even saw that with Sushi Swap. When it went down, it was from 12 bucks down to 23 cents. It's bounced a lot. But that's the problem with DeFi. It's really, really risky. I don't tend to trade DeFi just simply because of that. But I'm aware that people have made a lot of money out of DeFi. We've made a lot of money out of just specific excellent coin bets that we know the fundamentals to. So, you know, I'm thinking about just for some of my high risk plays, setting up DeFi portfolio, but we just take small bets, $100, $200, that sort of thing. Now, there's a lot of corporates in the US that are replacing US dollars with Bitcoin, right? And this seems to be a trend. And the US government came out and said they won't allow corporates to keep replacing dollars with Bitcoin. But how can you stop a corporate treasury from doing that, right? That's just crazy. The management of their own cash and the management of their own investment assets, how can a government dictate that? I mean, if the US dollar keeps going down and if it starts breaking US yen below 104, 103, and it goes through 100, every corporate in US America is going to be wanting to get into Bitcoin, because the return on Bitcoin has been astronomical and the return on the US dollar has been negative for a long, long time. Just look at a chart of US yen. It looks terrible. Now, Morgan Stanley Investments are going to make a move into cryptocurrency. It's a wealth management business and they have $150 billion. And we know that Tesla's in there, BNY Mellon, MasterCard, Visa Card, ING Bank even. Also, we've got DBS from Singapore in there, Visa, Uber. You know, just the list goes on and on and on. And now we're talking about, you know, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Apple. There's even some talk of Apple creating their own exchange. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You've also got Fidelity in there. You've even got potentially BlackRock coming to the market. These corporates alone and these fund managers, money managers, manage trillions of dollars worth of money. And that's why I'm saying with my last video that the market cap, rather than it being 1.483 trillion, could easily get to 4 trillion by the end of the year. There's no doubt about that. And Bitcoin dominance at 61.41% at the moment could easily go down to 55%, which means the specific altcoins will do extremely well with that dominance coming down. Now, Quantum and BlockPass, went into a partnership for on-chain KYC solutions. KYC is know your client rules, and because they want to get regulatory compliance, Quantum does. Now, Ripple already has this. So Ripple are already regulatory compliant, okay, and that's a big thing. Also, Ripple are on a hiring spree in Asia. They want to increase their investment arm called Ripple X, and they want to increase their marketing arm as well and their institutional arm to talk to banks and institutional players in the market. They're looking for, you know, front institutional market people and also engineers and soft and back engineers. Now, Ethereum did their first hard fork, Ethereum 2, yesterday. Ethereum is still slowing up. It's not great. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they need to go to proof of stake. Otherwise, they're just going to bleed with these huge fees that everyone has to pay. Now, VERGE, which is a small coin, basically had 3 hacks over the year of last year. They had a disaster. It is a privacy coin. I don't touch privacy coins because they are being deregulated. A lot of them, they're being delisted. And, you know, I just don't think there's any room for privacy coins in crypto, given that the US government, you know, probably won't allow it with regulation. Now, VERGE basically had a massive attack of its system, basically where it lost literally all its transactions for 6 months, okay? Something like 200 transactions. Apparently, they vanished from their system from July 2020 to now. And they call it was hit by a huge blockchain reorganization and some sort of double spend where there was a malicious attack of nodes that had attempted to send transaction spam. So that wasn't great for VERGE, and I wouldn't touch it with a poll, okay? Not at all. The fact that it's privacy, I don't touch it, but any coin that's had a hack or token that's had a hack, I will not touch it, or any exchange that's had a hack, or any platform or whatnot. Okay. Now, MicroStrategy have done another senior debt issue to raise $690 million to buy Bitcoin. I think this is what the US government's on about. They're not happy with corporates doing this, but I think it's very hard to stop a corporate from doing what they want to do, which I find amazing. Okay. Absolutely amazing. Now, just a couple of things. Cosmos is doing pretty well. Atom, they did their Stargate. They're doing their Stargate update on the 18th to 12th, and they're also launching their own hub. Okay, so that's a good thing for them. Also, Apple Pay is enabled for Bitcoin payments, GRT and DOT. They're also collaborating with BitPay, who are also collaborating with Simplex for the adoption of a cryptocurrency across Europe. Now, BitPay announced with Apple some sort of pay integration where monies can be spent via Apple Pay for cryptocurrency. So this is how Apple are getting involved, which is a terrific story. Also, Polkadot's done well because their roadmap's out, and the market seems to like that very much, which is DOT, of course. If we also look at what else is going on here, it looks like Hong Kong is also trying to ban retail investors from trading cryptocurrency, and they're saying you have to be a professional investor that holds 8 million Hong Kong dollars. So some of the Asian countries, particularly China, Thailand and Hong Kong, are against cryptocurrency investing or trading, but then you look at Singapore, which is a massive cryptocurrency hub. SEC and Ripple settlement, there's no near-term conclusion. There's some discovery process, and they said it's all going to be done by the 16th of August 2021, which is not going to be great for XRP. It means that it's just going to do nothing until August 2001, which is not great for the XRP holders. Now, Mellon, who's huge, they have 41 trillion assets under management, are looking to manage cryptocurrencies using a platform that is a prototype. The system will be adapted to handle fiat currencies as well as bonds and everything else, okay? These guys know what they're doing, and BNY Mellon, one of the oldest big banks in the US, is just massive for them to be in this cryptocurrency market. Also, Deutsche Bank want to do cryptocurrency, and they want to really focus on the institutions. Don't forget DBS in Singapore, a bank over there, has a cryptocurrency exchange. They launched that last year in December. Blockchain plans to build a smart city in Nevada apparently, which is the desert. Cardano network has done upgrades, and basically Cardano have made it very clear that they are going to be a competitor to Ethereum. Now, Charles Hoskin said the other day something about Ethereum being an old, fighter of some sort, a 96-year-old karate fighter in a wheelchair. And he said that, look, he doesn't believe that Ethereum is a serious competitor to them because of what they're doing. Now, interestingly enough, ADA, Cardano's platform, is going into fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens, okay? Fungible tokens you can buy and sell with anyone, and non-fungible, it's a different methodology of buying and selling. So they've said they've got the ability to create non-fungible tokens and fungible, ERC20 for fungible, ERC721 for non-fungible, and their hard fork has gone well on the 3rd, and they're going to upgrade to their multi-asset network, and that's why Cardano is doing so well, and it looks great. And I've got a target price on Cardano of $140. Okay, so I like Cardano very, very much. Now, Uniswap are the first DeFi to hit 100 billion in volume, but I've got to tell you that is nothing when you compare it to Binance. Binance could easily do 100 billion in volume in a day, and they do. Okay, so even though Binance is a centralized exchange, they have 50 million clients. 50 million, you heard it. And Uniswap wouldn't have as many clients. I looked at Uniswap and I was lucky to find, total maybe 49,000 clients. So how do these DeFis make money? You got to question that. And that's why I don't like DeFi, okay? I really don't, because I think their prices are way too high and there are way too many risks. Notwithstanding, you know, there's no real price discovery because you're on one exchange, which is an absolute joke, okay? So please do be careful of DeFi. There's high risk in DeFi, okay? High risk. Now, economically, if we look at other risk markets, the equity market has accelerated to the top side. There was record highs in Australia, the UK, Asia, Hong Kong, and the US is going to record highs. There's more money coming into the equity market, never seems to stop. The 1.9 trillion stimulus is just around the corner, and the market just thinks, right, there's going to be more and more cash. If there's more and more cash, risk markets are going to go up. That's pretty much it. Now, Fed and Kaplan is talking about the US economy today. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Also, in commodity prices, copper is starting to go through the roof. Oil's going through the roof. Gold's still at 18.18. I'm quite confused about why gold's not going up. Silver's at 27.65. That's going up because there's a lack of supply of silver. But in my mind, there's also a lack of supply of gold. Oil went to $60.18, which is beyond me because no one's driving cars through COVID. So I cannot understand why oil is up there. Maybe the rig counts are low or something, or the stocks are low. Interest rates are starting to rise. The US 10-year bond is at 1.25. That is rising, but it's not having much effect on risk assets, okay? US yen's 105.42. I look at that very closely. The Aussie dollar is very, very high against the US. We've been outperforming the US, so we want to be selling US when we buy crypto at 77.99, nearly 78, okay? COVID cases are 109.752 cases. And rising, unfortunately, and you know, there's about 2.42 million deaths, unfortunately. But if we go to basically the social media today is talking mainly about Cosmos, Polkadot, Polkastar, Kasamo, Falcon Token, Digibyte Hive, Iris Network, and IOTA. If we go to our bullish trading indicators, bull is 135 against bear 2. 10 out of 10 for trading positions. Bitcoin, Theatre, BCH, IOTA, HBAR, KSM, Civic, ICSX, Atom, Sushi, Run, Engine, Algo, BNB, XRP, ADA, Tezos, and Neo. So these are all, a lot of these coins we do have, and some of them in our investment and trading portfolio, apart from the DeFis. If you look at coins that went up more than 30%, you'll see GNX, Cut, Hot, GNT, Iris, Mona, SLP, some of these I don't even know. Zinfin went up. I know Zinfin and MFT, which we've got a trading position on MFT as well. So that's pretty much it today, guys and girls. Got to talk fairly quickly, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.